Hi everyone, welcome to Game Design. I hope you're all enjoying your nice long 4-day weekend. I'm trying something new this week and I'm going to record a message here for you that explains this week's assignments. And then on Tuesday, instead of having our regular live session, I'll be online between 4 and 5 p.m. and there is a link right here. And if you need help on anything, you can stop in and see me. But I do want to make sure everyone watches this video. So this week really is about implicit and explicit rules. You're in Unit 2 and you're in Session 2. And the first 2 days, so that's Tuesday and Wednesday, you need to read through these first 6 pages here. The really important stuff is understanding the difference between implicit and explicit rules. Explicit rules are the ones that are written down for the game. If you think about when you buy a game board, they're the rules that are inside the box top or on the piece of paper. Implicit rules are the unwritten rules or the house rules or the modifications that you might make. If we were talking about video games, implicit rules would be the cheats. They're not the written out rules. Okay? So, and iteration strategies is the other big concept for you guys this week. An iteration is kind of the process of going through it one time and then saying, oh, I need to make some changes, and then you go back through the process again. So that's kind of how games are designed. It's how software is designed. It should be very similar to your writing process if your English teachers are teaching you the writing process. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about your game development assignment this week. So this time, you're creating a board game that's a 2-player game. It's supposed to be made up on a page of hexagonal tiles, and at the bottom of the page there is there's a piece of graph paper you can download and color in. And it says that gameplay can either be turn-based or simultaneously movement. And you can use a spinner or cards to signal turns of moves. So actually in this picture there's a drawing that shows you how you could use a pencil and a paper clip to make your own spinner. Okay? And then on the next page you're going to submit this game. And if I go to the next page, I just want to make sure you need to submit rules for your game and the image of your game board. And you guys in this class have been really good about getting those images. Remember that the image of the game isn't necessarily required, but most of you have a way of getting it. So go try for it, okay? And I've left everything else kind of wide open for you guys. So this may be difficult for some of you to understand or to decide, but the game is wide open for you. But you have to write down those rules because we're focusing on explicit rules. So, and this is due by Friday. And it's a short week this week. You don't have class Monday, so that's why only one assignment due this week. And hopefully everyone has finished the play test from last week. If you have questions, remember stop by Tuesday and get some help or send me a message.